I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to Complete Trader Academy's Daily Review. Today is Monday, May 8th, 2023. All right, so we have this pretty short range indecisive day today. I was hoping for it to come down first, then go up, but it did go up and take out that previous day's high. That was a good sign for a sell. As far as the retracement goes, almost came to close up the imbalance here on the daily, but it did not. But we had a good idea it was going to retrace and buy back up. But very choppy day, and let's take a look at it. I'm going to go into a 1 hour first. And if you watch yesterday's video, this will make sense. So the price opened up, and then they ended up rushing it up in Asia and London. Well, more London, and taking out that high. I didn't want to see that. That to me looks like it's Monday all over again of last week, which you could still see on this chart here Monday. So as we came down, we sped up, right? And then we took a sell, and that was the sell. So this is giving me the same vibe. That's the problem. I want it to come up. I believe that they're going to save this. The question is, do they save this daily imbalance right here, which is between these purple lines? I'll go to a daily. Do they save that area for CPI news on Wednesday? So you're going to get some funny action from now till CPI as well, which is kind of the issue of trading a day like this, because this can definitely speaker out. We've already came up to the top side. We came to the downside. Is the downside done yet? Do they kind of come into here and then go up? The intention was to retrace and then go back up and then come down, which is to make a kind of like a lower high, finish the lower high somewhere in this area. But it doesn't have to. That's the problem with trading right now, but it doesn't have to take out this daily. If they want to rush the market down, then we'll miss all that opportunity. And then it'll just keep coming down. But right now, this is an ugly place. You're definitely sitting in the middle of a consolidation. That's why I still have this 50% level here from this leg here down. So it can get very ugly here, and they just might be, creating liquidity on the top and the bottom side to technically take out both. Let me just jump into a 1 minute real quick, and we'll be done here. I want to finish this video early. Have somewhere to go, but you see here, this is the 1 minute on the daily. I'm sorry, 1 minute on US30, and price came up here and took that high out, and then you started to get bearish order flow. This was the sell taken. If you didn't catch it at 335 or around 855, then you would have mainly missed it, but you did have some more opportunities. Right here, when we open up, I expect to come down and take out this low here, this liquidity here first. So that was my intention of taking liquidity out first, then to go back up. Nas did it, but they were the sick asset today. So, meaning they were not following the same program as S&P and Dow. So you see here, price broke down again here. Big imbalance right there in the 1 minute, and came back up to it. Taps these blocks right here, the beginning of them. That's a good sell right there. Stop loss above the imbalance as usual, and sank down. Price came down. You could have been a seller right here. This is your support resistance scenario, but coupled with the block and the imbalance, price then 930 came. 930 didn't come down and then come up. 930 came up first. So that's more selling, and we're taking that down to underneath the open and down to the liquidity here that we just pointed out. So at that point, once we go below here, I'm pretty much out of the trade. and then I wanted to, so we took liquidity downside. I wanted to catch it up. Then this ended up getting stopped out, so this was a loss here, and then tried to catch it again right over here, and I broke even. And once it didn't take me out and it stood right here, I was done for the actual trade. So pretty much a break even trade for this. And then I did absolutely nothing and waited to get more order flow, breaking above some highs to make a break of structure up if it's going to pan out. Sure enough, price sank down, and then on the 10-second chart you can see this buy right here, nice and balanced right there. Took it to the top side. So far it's panning out. I just don't totally trust this at all. So we'll see what happens here. As you see, we're still kind of going up. And then if I shrink this down, you see where my target is definitely above this daily imbalance, or this high here is the general gist. Then before I close this out, you'll see that dollar was going up slowly, making structure, so that didn't help with direction for us. And also, if you look at this, you'll see that you'll see that NAS didn't take out that high. That's why it was the sick asset, meaning it does not. It's the divergence. And while S&P in the middle and Dow on the top bottom took out that high, well, we didn't take out that high, so that gave the instance of the price coming down to where it was and where it came, and gave the divergence of it NAS coming back up to take out those highs right here, to then finally catch up with S&P and Dow, and that was framing that trade. But we didn't trade NAS. So all right, so other than that, yeah, 7 minutes. Now, what else can I tell you as far as going to the daily to close this out? I mean, to be honest, this is not pretty of where it's sitting. I would expect it to do what I want to do, but it's not doing that exactly. So tomorrow could be another consolidation day, or the shakeout, meaning, let's just say we close right here and we open up. Well, it can still create engineer liquidity above this here and the bottom, and then CPI will most likely take that out. This is a dangling carrot for me right now, but they don't have to take it out. So that's the issue that I personally would be having. So I'm still expecting to come take this low out and get into here by this week, at the least, I should say, by the week. So it'll be interesting, and hopefully we don't just consolidate. So, because this is a consolidation area, in my opinion. So we'll just mark the levels here now that you've seen them, and daily imbalance there. Let me move this, and here. All right, so this is what we're looking at. And does this become a target? Again, we'll see what happens, but this next day is going to range out, or if it does just come back up a little bit and push down, then tomorrow we'll be pushing down, right? We'll be pushing down to then wait for CPI to kind of bring it back up. Or, I know there's a lot of options, but CPI might just really bring this shit down. It might just start coming up. You might not even get an opportunity up here. So that's personally my issue where we sit, because we're at a consolidation area. So we'll see how this goes. Watch Asia and London. That would be key. As you see, Asia and London today, they took out that high. That ruined kind of like my whole flow when they took out right here, when they came up like this and took out that previous day high first. That kind of like changes my analysis So I'm not too interested. So I'm not too interested in the market, to be honest, sitting here. But we'll see, because I know we do have a 1 hour imbalance here. That's a big eyesore. So that's why we took the buy here when it expanded down, and hoping to come up into this range as I'm circling it here. We'll see. All right, take care and God bless.